Ironborn the power to save the world. I ask no forgiveness.
Salve, salve rapaziada, tudo bom com vocês? Sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui no canal. Quem fala com vocês é o Mailton e estamos aqui com mais um episódio de Tales of Berseria. Bom rapaziada, no último episódio a gente chegou aqui no topo da montanha, né? Eu achando que a gente ia enfrentar um mega super dragão aqui, só que né, a gente foi trollado, não tinha nada, né? Mas provavelmente a gente vai voltar aqui no futuro pra ter alguma lutinha aqui com esse tal dragão, né? Não foi agora. Mas, né, vamos lá. Como eu tinha falado, né, eu ia explorar essa área aqui um pouquinho melhor, né. Peguei alguns baús, peguei algumas plantas, ganhei bastante XP. Dependendo da quantidade de mob que você fizer aqui, você consegue até 5.000 de XP, o que é muito, né. A gente tá nível 47, indo quase 47 com todos os personagens, né. Tô achando que a nossa evolução tá bem razoável. Até agora não tive nenhum problema com mob ou com chefe. Não sei se pode piorar ou pode melhorar, mas hein, uma coisa que eu notei é que o jogo é bem, assim, ele é bem fácil. Os inimigos, assim, eles não... dependendo do jeito que você joga, né? Se você ficar gastando MA toda hora, você vai ficar sem ação para poder usar os especiais, né? Então você tem que usar com cautela. Mas... parece um pouco fácil pra mim, mas, né, não deixa de ser divertido, né? Às vezes... a gente pode mudar isso só mudando a dificuldade, né? Mas eu não esquento com isso não, deixo no normal mesmo. Porque pra mim, jogar no fácil ou jogar no hard não tem diferença nenhuma. A diferença é que no hard você vai ter uma dificuldade mais difícil, né? Você vai ter você vai ter que usar mais um pouco de estratégia pra jogar. Mas não quer dizer que quem joga no fácil não curte o jogo, entendeu? É isso que eu falo, né? Tem gente que acha que, nossa senhora, o cara jogando fácil, ele é noob, que não tem nada a ver, cara. Cada um curte o jogo da sua maneira, entendeu? Às vezes o cara simplesmente quer curtir a história, ele vai jogar no fácil, vai jogar no normal, vai jogar no modo que o jogo quer que você joga. E se você achar que consegue jogar no difícil, então eu não tenho nada contra, beleza? Mas enfim, vamos lá. A gente liberou 2 áreas, né? Vamos lá então. Vamos descer aqui. A gente saiu aqui, né? A gente tem que dar a volta ali e lá daquele lado. Esses bichos aqui dão bastante XP, mano. Eu não vou enfrentar eles não. Vou ignorá-los. E eu vou direto pra passagem ali. Essa fadinha aqui ela vai aparecer na minha frente, quer ver? Não apareceu atrás. Tem que aparecer na minha frente. Essa abelhinha aqui ela vem seca. Ela vem mordendo. Esses bichos são bem imponentes, né, mano? Acho que é Baitojou o nome desse inimigo. O nome do inimigo que a gente enfrentou no Vesperia como chefe. Era nesse mesmo mod aqui, nesse mesmo modelo. Então eles meio que reaproveitou, né? O designer desse monstro aqui usou no Vesperia. Não sou muito fã de reaproveitamento de assets, principalmente de inimigos, cara. Recentemente eu assisti a série do Lords of the Fallen no canal Tática DS, né, do mano Renato lá, e velho, como tem inimigo repetido, cara. Nossa, é ridículo. Cara, aqui em cima acho que deve ser o lugar principal, então eu vou lá embaixo primeiro. Agora essa fadinha aqui, ó. Essa fadinha aqui só muda a cor. Tem um monte igual já. Eu não sou muito esse negócio de reaproveitar inimigo. Eu não sei por que motivo os caras fazem isso, velho. Eita porra. No Arise também teve um monte de inimigo repetido. No Vesperia também. Mano, os caras reaproveitam muito isso, cara. Não sou muito desse tipo de coisa não, mano. Eu acho que fica meio preguiçoso por parte dos desenvolvedores, mano. Mas também eles não têm culpa, né, velho? Mas é culpa dos acionistas, né, mano? Que fica em cima dos... na mesma, tanto se eu viesse lá por cima como se eu viesse aqui por baixo. Tá, mas a gente tem uns lugarzinhos aqui, hein? O que tem aqui? Fala aí, gato. Meu gato acabou de chegar aqui. Tá, aqui é um novo cenário, né? Provavelmente a gente não pode passar aqui. Vamos dar só uma olhada ali. Aqui nesse canto deve ter alguma coisa. Um baú, por exemplo. É isso mesmo, temos um baú de bronze. Pó temperado. Vamos ali embaixo agora. É uma caverna, hein? Interessante, hein? Mas eu acho que a gente não pode entrar nela ainda. Deve estar bloqueada ou algo do coisa. Vamos ver. Pior que não tá não. Vamos entrar aqui pra ver. Tá bloqueada. Imaginei. Gruta Zamal. A Gruta Zamal serve de covil a demônios poderosos. A entrada no lugar foi proibida. Tá bom. Imaginei que ele não ia deixar eu passar. Só fui de curioso mesmo, tá ligado? Tá, então vamos lá na parte de cima agora do mapa. Olha lá aquela montanha lá. Bem sinistra, hein? Um pico. Lá ele. Negócio de pico. Conversa. Lá ele 1000 vezes. Vamos subir aqui pelo canto. Puta, é verdade, né? Tinha um baú de gato nessa parte aqui, ó. Eu não vou pegar ele. Bom, depois eu pego. Pô, a gente tem uma saída lá em cima também, mano. Nossa. Vamos pro seguinte. Eu vou vir aqui desse lado. Vamos ver se tem um baú aqui nessa ponta. Já tem um ponto de teletransporte ali na frente, né? Deixa eu ver aqui. Aparentemente não tem nada. Tá, beleza. Então, ali tem uma árvore ali, bem... um baú ali na frente, né? É, tá ali em cima do morro ali, ó, na colina. Ó, vamos ali no ponto, ali deve ser a parte da história. Provavelmente a gente vai voltar aqui depois e aí eu pego aquele item ali. Aquele baú, na verdade, né? Que parece um castelo, acho que é um vilarejo aqui. Ah, é o vilarejo de Pedralha. Eles chamam de Pedralha. Então vamos ver qual é daqui desse vilarejo. Uma salvada aqui, né? Estamos com quantas horas de jogo? 32 horas. Deixa eu ver se o Arise a gente terminou 100% com 75 horas, né? Acho que foi isso. Vamos ver qual é desse vilarejo aqui.
Alright, if I were a Bloodwing, where would I be?
We'll start at the inn. It only makes sense.
Vamos trocar uma ideia aqui com os cidadãos.
Raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, they all grow in abundance around Stonebury. We even have a fairy tale about it. One day the ground was covered with so many fallen berries, they all became stones.
Stoneberries. Is that how the town got its name?
The spelling has changed some, but yes. Berries are an important part of this village. We harvest local berries to make jams, pastries, gels, and all sorts of sweet.
Berry-flavored gels! I've never had one.
We've exported our jam and fruit for a while now, but our raspberry gels are still being perfected.
Are the vegetables growing in that field special too? I don't think I've ever seen anything like them before.
You've got sharp eyes. But that's right. They're a rare species of wild potato. We discovered them in the mountains nearby. Sadly, the potatoes are actually highly poisonous.
Really? They look so good.
They do. But the skin and the sprouts are toxic. If you aren't careful when removing them, it's Poisonville for you. Deadly poison aside, they're sweet, fluffy, and go great with butter. And when they're fried nice and crispy, they're the best.
So just skin them and sell them. What's the problem?
Yes, we've thought of that, but the way they are now, you have to peel one as big as your fist, and all you get for your trouble is a bit of meat the size of an egg yolk. That's why we're selectively breeding them. One day, they'll have only a thin layer of poisonous skin.
Why not breed them to get rid of the poison altogether?
With no poison, bugs will eat them, and they'll be more vulnerable to cold and heat. With potatoes, as with people, getting rid of everything harmful isn't always for the best.
Baita história aí sobre batatas envenenadas. Temos aqui.
The water around here is ideal for producing wine and spirits. I've been thinking about fermenting something new.
What will you make? This region's specialty is berries, so a berry wine?
But the chilly air and level of humidity here should be just right for making an amber draft, don't you think?
Considering the geography around here, the water must contain a high mineral content. If you use it to make a rice wine, the taste will be unique.
I've considered all those options, but I must create something that can surpass my greatest rival, Sleeping Princess.
But that's nearly impossible to make.
Exactly. Not an easy task, to say the least. Sleeping Princess is made by filling an emerald cask with water from an enchanted mountain spring and sitting it in direct sunlight for 7 years. The water's magic causes it to change color each year. When it reaches the same deep green hue of the cask, it's ready.
Solar fermenting, huh? It won't be easy to surpass a marvel of the winemaking world like Sleeping Princess.
True, but I've finally found it. The ultimate stone.
A gemstone? Will you make a cask from it?
That would just make it an imitation. No, what I found can only be called a natural rock filter.
You're filtering wine with a rock?
Deep in the heart of these mountains, I found a stone that absorbs liquids. I tried using it to filter a berry wine. The taste of it was unbelievably crisp, and it preserved the luscious richness of the berries, while adding a clarity that left me breathless. I call it Pure Land wine. There is no better.
May I have a taste?
My apologies, but it took me 10 years to make a single thimbleful. I drank that thimbleful for my tasting. It'll be about 50 years before I can make a decent batch. I doubt I'll see a full bottle in my lifetime.
50 years, huh? Meet you back here then?
I've never been so glad not to be human.
Carai, 50 anos pra fazer uma bebida, hein? Porra! Mais história sobre vinho?
What are you gonna do with all those? Make jam?
I'm going to feed them to my chickens. That way they'll lay eggs with purple yolks.
What? You know that won't work, right?
It sure will. The color of yolks change depending on what a hen eats. My grandma taught me that.
Actually, we always feed our chickens corn. Is that why their yolks are yellow? What are you gonna do with purple eggs anyway?
Tourists are coming from the capital again, right? I bet they've never seen purple eggs, so I figure I could sell them for a lot. Maybe I can even make our village famous!
You've thought this out, but will they really sell? You know what they'd make, right? Purple fried eggs, purple omelets, purple egg fried rice. Hey, would you want to eat a purple omelet?
Strange things sell, right? You don't have to be so mean just 'cause you can't think of a better idea.
Oh, sorry. Here, let me help you.
Fine. Go catch a whole barrel full of jewel beetles. If we feed them to my chickens, we'll get eggs with yolks like shining jewels.
I really wouldn't want to be your chickens, but... okay.
What a carefree village.
But you know, this is what really makes humanity amazing to me. Attempting the impossible. Reaching for the stars, just as a matter of course.
Aye. Though we may stumble countless times on our way, we can achieve anything we put our minds to.
Attempting the impossible, huh?
That's all well and good, but there are some lines that should never be crossed. Purple eggs.
A dublagem em inglês também tá muito boa, cara. Você é louco, mano. Deve ser da hora ser dublador de jogo, de série, né, mano? Porra, mano. Tem um filho da mãe ali no canto, né? Tá, aqui deve ser o malucão que a gente tem que conversar. Vou falar com ele ainda não. Esse sim aqui. Ó, outro baú ali. Temos um rio aqui. Uma árvore. Olha o baú do gato. 200. O gato maldito não me deu nada. O baú ali atrás, né? Pode tempero grosso. Lá ele.
I was on my way home from a trip to Logres, crossing the Aldina Plains, when I saw it. Rain was pouring as if from buckets, and the wind was so strong I could hardly stay on my feet. From the vast darkness of the sky, a monster of tremendous size descended, like the essence of the storm itself.
A huge flying demon?
At that moment, a group of exorcists leapt out from their hiding spots and began to battle the demon beast. But it met their swords with its fearsome horns, and a swipe of its tail threw the noble exorcist's back.
Horns and a tail?
Where did the demon go?
I couldn't tell you. I was so frightened, I ran away and never looked back. I hope the Abbey can get rid of it, but the beast took out 3 exorcists with a single blow. Come to think of it, another person was there too. He faced the demon and told it to stop.
Zavid.
If you're going to the Aldina Plains, you'd better be careful.
Então o Zavid tá envolvido aqui. Tá. Aqui é joguinho de carta. Vamos ver o vendedor, o que ele tem pra vender. Que tem de item novo aqui. Porra, 18 mil o todo divisor. Caramba. Lança de ferro de espato. Deixa eu ver se eu já tenho. Esse aqui acho que eu já tenho, né? Ah, é lança. Ah, não tenho não. Eu vou comprar ela. Papel de ferro de espato não tenho. Boneco de ferro de espato acho que eu tenho. Deixa eu ver. Não tenho. Então vou comprar também. E a adaga também não. Tá. Laço. Também não tenho. Pingente, eu acho que eu tenho. Deixa eu dar uma olhada aqui. Pingente. Não tem que comprar também. Esse. Eu não tenho, cara, esse aqui, né? Eu não tenho sim. Vamos comprar, vai. 5. Vamos comprar. Esse aqui eu tenho 5. Esse aqui eu tenho 3. Esse aqui eu tenho 8. Anel da... Esse anel aqui é interessante, eu não tenho ele. Guarda-veneno e anel animalia. O que essa porra faz? Um anel que faz demônios do tipo besta receberem mais dano e causarem menos dano ao usuário. Interessante, hein? Interessante. Comprar. A loja chegou ao nível 7. Colete colorido recebido. Botas de anfióleo. Salto de gesso. Botas de pato. Vamos comprar mais uma. Sapatos com espeto e botas de anfióleo. Aqui, opa, apareceu comida nova. E aqui é todos os itens, tá, beleza. Vamos equipar aqui. Cinto de pato, já dominei. Tá. Qual que é melhor aqui? Eu vou só equipar os personagens aqui e eu já volto, beleza, rapaziada? Senão o vídeo fica muito chato. Voltando aqui, fiz uma geral nos equipamentos, gastei bastante dinheiro. Os equipamentos ficam mais ou menos assim, ó. Ficou bem forte, mano. Pelo menos eu achei, né? Tá, vamos lá, vamos falar com esse camarada aqui.
Stoneberry hasn't had much luck growing just yet, but this pioneer town has a lot of potential. Trees grow well here, and the lumber is of great quality. Oh, we're also close to the quarries, so stone isn't a problem. As long as the demons are contained, this country will rebuild. The need for stone and lumber will soar. Best of all, this area is quiet, has beautiful lakes, and is a perfect place for a...
And why settle for anything less?
I do feel that you might be a bit short-handed here. It's hard to build without manpower.
You're right. We need something to attract new settlers. Maybe...
Is there any fruit or vegetable that can only be found around here?
There is a type of potato called the radish bell that we grow.
If you want to attract people, you should just ring a bell. Come to Stonebury.
A bell tower, huh? That might actually work. We can even use local...
It won't work.
Huh?
Try hitting a rock. Doesn't ring.
Ah, how could I have missed that? I'm still such a novice. My master taught me better than this. Think before you build. That's what he always said.
Não ajudou em bosta nenhuma. Encontre uma mariposa sangrenta com informações sobre dragões. Ah tá, deve ser esse camarada aqui. Eu tô cheio de sangue. Sangue estão aqui pela recompensa, não é? Tá. Colocar uma besta para pegar uma besta. Até que faz sentido, eu acho. Se quiserem saber quais pedidos estão disponíveis, deem uma olhada aqui. É só uma árvore assassina só, né? Mas cadê o camarada da mariposa? Deixa eu ver, ele deve estar escondido em algum lugar aqui. Não. Mariposa. Deve estar aqui dentro, eu acho.
Savid.
Well, hello, sailor.
Are you waiting for someone?
Nope. Just saying a prayer for someone.
Someone?
Let's go. Clearly there aren't any bloodwings here.
You're just going to leave? I'm right here.
Everybody has times they need to be alone.
Fee.
Right. Coming. What do you think he was praying about?
Well, for one thing, he was drinking a bottle of thorny forest.
Oh my. The drink you share with your special someone when you're going to be married for life! How romantic!
But getting your hands on that stuff is no small feat. I can only hope I'll get a chance to taste it someday.
That must have had an important meaning for Savid. That's why you left him alone.
Don't read too much into it.
You're Velvet, right?
You must be the one who's seen the demon we're after. We saw a big snake-looking dragon fly over on the way here. Is that what you saw too?
Yes, that's the one. It nests at the top of the mountain in Aldina Plains.
We went to look ourselves. No dragon.
It only returns to its nest on rainy days.
Rainy days, you say?
Time perfeito.
Oh, just look at what you went and made the weather gods do. This doesn't bode well. Not at all.
Thanks. We'll give it another shot.
Então vamos lá agora, né? Só aparece no dia de chuva, né? Então vamos lá, né? O dragão, ele não curte muito tempo seco.
Hey there. Our meeting like this must be Providence, meow.
We're in a hurry. Save it, cats.
All the better, meow. I've just stumbled upon a perfectly nifty piece of stone just for you. What's it for? That's not a geoboard, is it? Bingo! I dug it out of some ruins, meow. They were made by Norman Meowny years ago for surfing along Earth pulses, but I can't use it, so I figured I'd pawn it off on someone else who could, meow.
Wait, Norman made this? That doesn't exactly inspire confidence.
Don't be so mean! We're capable of exceptional things! When a Norman speaks their own name, the board springs to life and whisks its masters away at top speed. They'll even plow right through weak demons. You can say it's our masterwork, even if we sorta stumbled on it by accident.
Huh. Well, then I apologize.
So we can ride this as long as we have Bienfu with us, right?
Well, kind of.
Do you have to use your true name to activate it?
Not my true name, no. My Norman name. Wouldn't that just be Bienfu?
No. Norman have a separate name that goes something like Norman so-and-so. It's almost more a title than a name. Often the name has something to do with what they're good at. Something like attack, or chain, or aqua.
Right. You could say names like Bienfu and Grimoire are more like stage names. I actually don't know Bienfu's Norman name, but I can't wait to find out. What is your name, Bienfu?
Come on, out with it. We're in a hurry.
Norman Brave. Whoa, look at that!
Wait, Bienfu.
Your Norman name is Brave? That is so deliciously absurd!
Why do you think I've never told you before, Bean? At least the board works, meow.
And if we get on this board, it'll move us around?
Well, about that. The board propels itself by pushing against Earth pulse flows. To do that, the board needs information on the flows, but this one here's a completely blank slate, meow. First, you need to find the geotrees in each area. They serve as a conduit between the surface land and the Earth pulses, meow. Once you've actually located a geotree, you can record that area's Earth pulse data into your geoboard, meow.
Got it.
This area's geotree is right over there, meow.
All right then. So long as we find more geotrees, we'll be able to use the geoboard to travel much more quickly.
Tá bom, então, novo minigame, é isso? Tá, vamos lá ver então. Ó, agora a gente vai poder andar rapidão no mapa, é isso? Eita, o que é aquilo ali? Nossa, ah não, os inimigos mudou? Foi impressão minha? Acho que não, né? Não, né? O inimigo continua igual ainda. Foi impressão só. Geopranchas e geoárvores. Você pode andar em uma geoprancha segurando o R2. Geopranchas permitem mover-se mais rápido do que o normal, viajar em caminhos antes inacessíveis. Porém, você precisa desbloquear a geoárvore de cada área antes de andar de geoprancha no local. Na geoprancha, você pode derrotar inimigos abaixo de um determinado nível e iniciar um encontro apenas tocando neles. Porém, você não será recompensado com experiência ou gold ao fazer isso. Interessante, é bom para perder tempo, né? Você pode iniciar encontros enquanto estiver na geoprancha usando uma garrafa negra. Interessante. Eita. Tá, e como que eu uso? Ah, aqui. Ai, que da hora, mano. Massa.
Well, that's going to come in handy.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun to ride, too.
I could get used to this.
I'm so worn out. I feel like I had to sprint the whole way here.
Huh. Seems like operating the board saps a lot of energy from Bienfu.
Even still, this board gives us a strategic advantage. Brave here will just have to bear a little exertion now and then.
Yeah, Brave. Buck up.
I believe in you. Be brave.
Stop calling me.
Tá, vamos fazer um teste aqui. Vamos ver se a gente consegue derrubar essa árvore aqui. Nope.
I'll finish this quickly.
Wow, all sorts of things popped out.
Eu acho que é inimigo mais que eu, né? Ixi, ela não pode usar sapato? Eu, hein? Então, pera aí, então. Depois eu troco. Então a gente pode andar na água agora, será? Vamos dar vamos fazer o teste. A gente cai aqui? Não. Ah, tá bom, mas tá bom. Bom que a gente pode andar mais rápido agora, né? Da hora. A gente desce rapidão. Aí vamos lá então. Vamos aqui para esse lado aqui. Pegar aquele baú lá. Aqui a gente corta aquele... Não sobe. Achei que cortava caminho. Só um jeito de ir mais rápido só, né? Ah, mas da hora. Não é aquela, nossa, que velocidade, né? Mas de volta pro futuro, né? Tubo de visor. Então aqui. Aqui deve estar fechado, mas eu só vou dar uma olhada ali pra ver o que é, porque não é ali que a gente tem que ir, né? Só vou de curioso mesmo. Ai, eu vou espirrar. Ai, depois de uma sessão de espirros. Nossa senhora. Vamos lá. Vamos ver o que tem aqui embaixo. Até que não é tão rápido assim, vai. Não chega a ser aquela coisa. Faz uma diferença. Mas não tanta. Vai fora. Vamos ver o que tem aqui. Floresta da Val, mistério enevoado. Nossa senhora, que deu, hein? Bom, acho que eu vou vir aqui depois, né? Vamos seguir. Errou! Eu esperava que essa pranchinha fosse um pouquinho mais rápida, cara, mas não é. Mas tá bom, né? A gente saiu lá embaixo, né? Então vamos sair aqui em cima. Acho que é um pouco mais próximo, né? Lá embaixo, né? Opa, aqui. Olha o baú do gato lá, vamos ver se a gente consegue abrir. Consegue sim. Deve ter mais de 200. Posso ficar mais de 200, né, mano? Aí 225. Orelhas de couro branco. Orelhas de couro branco. Será que o clima vai influenciar no aparecimento de alguns chefes ou é só chefe inimigo também? Esse negócio de mudança de clima é da arma. No 12 tinha bastante disso. E chegamos. Vamos ver como que é esse dragão. Dá uma salvada aqui, né? Não correr o risco de morrer. E vamos subir aqui. Eita porra. A mãe da criança ali. Ver se esse time aqui tá legal. Acho que eu vou colocar ela.
Eleanor Hume, reporting for...
Mãe do dragão.
looks so deadly. And just check out how much malevolence it's putting out.
Which means it's not a Therian.
Let's retreat. We've got no reason to pick a fight with something we can't handle.
I do.
Oh, you're up for it?
What? What are you doing? She's right. Fighting this creature is a good way to end up dead. Oh, sorry.
Well, no turning back now.
Caralho, mano. Shenlong, mano. Caralho, velho. 68 nível dele, mano. Puta que pariu. A gente não dá conta não, hein. Tem 100k de vida. Dragão alado. Eu acho que ele é um monstro. Ele é um monstro que dá troféu. Puta que pariu, mano. Shenlong. Dragon Ball. Puta que pariu, mano. Ele tem mais de 1k de ataque físico. 1300 de magia. 1k de defesa. Nossa senhora, velho. Esse bicho é muito forte, mano. Vamos lá, né?
Damn it, this wasn't part of the plan.
Yeah, but training like this doesn't come around every day.
Feeling the guard. One wrong move and you're done for.
I know, that's the fun part.
Nossa. Muito forte, mano. Mudando tudo. Tô me dando dano nele. Vou dar um golpe, não vai matar a gente.
Yep. This one definitely puts up a better fight than your average demon.
Is there any hope of actually defeating this thing?
I'll do whatever it takes. That's my way. Sabine!
Yeah. I see you're out for blood, as usual. You knew, didn't you, Eisen?
Out of my way.
What? Are you protecting the dragon?
She's not a dragon!
Huh?
Back off, or I'll make you back off.
Damn, it got away.
That hurts, babe. And here we hadn't seen each other in so long.
Hold it. Is that dragon someone you knew?
I told you, she's not a dragon.
Ela? Amada dele, será?
So, it seems old Check Out My Pecs and the dragon have some kind of close ties.
Did I hear you right? We're talking about a dragon here.
I know what I said.
But how could that be?
When Malachim are tainted by malevolence, a dragon is what ultimately results.
So you're saying that dragon was a Malak Zavid once knew?
She must be who he was praying for back in town.
Yeah, most likely.
But do Malachim put out malevolence like humans do?
No, not by themselves they don't. But if one remains in contact with humans or demons who do, it will eventually taint her, and she will become a dragon.
What about you, kiddo? You feel anything weird after you got thrown into the Earth Pulse at the Empyrean's throne?
I did, yeah.
Can't say I'm surprised. The air there was thick with malevolence being sent on its way to Enominat.
If I'd stayed there, I might be a dragon too.
Is having a vessel not enough to prevent a Moloch from transforming?
A vessel can reduce the effect, but not eliminate it. By stripping their molecule of consciousness, the Abbey exorcists seem to be able to inhibit the transformation. But nothing in this world is guaranteed.
Can a dragon ever be changed back into a Moloch?
Nope. Just like with demons, there's no going back. Do they still hold on to some part of who they were?
You saw that dragon. What do you think?
Well, that's...
But Zavid still won't kill it. Must be his creed at work.
Eisen, listen. Whatever business you and Zavid have with that dragon, I don't care. Do what you have to. But I won't tolerate you getting the rest of us involved in it again. Do I make myself clear?
You've got it.
Good. Now, let's get back to the Therian hunt. We'll regroup in Titania.
If what Eisen said is true, then could I wind up as a dragon someday? Or Eisen too?
I don't know.
Caramba, velho. Então o dragão é uma pessoa. Que pessoa que é aquele dragão, hein? Ela? Tô bem curioso pra saber quem que é. Provavelmente a gente vai enfrentar ele no futuro. A gente precisa voltar pra Titânia. Como que usa o item mesmo? Ah, é aqui. Logres. Acho que eu tenho que sair andando mesmo. Logres. Ah, pera aí, a gente tem que ir pra Titânia. Titânia, planícies de Aldina. Cadê Titânia aqui? Titânia é a ilha, não é? Nossa, parecia uns par de lugar novo aqui. Ah não, né não, já tava já. Titânia, a ilha da prisão. Ah tá, é a ilha da prisão. Então... Tá, pegar o barco daqui que é mais rápido. Mas aqui não tem barco, cara. Já que eu percebi. Ou tem? Não, não tem barco aqui não, mano. Nossa, comi banho. Agora sim, nossa, gastei um bagulho todo. Aqui tem embarcação? Não tem, né? Não, não tem. Que é aquela árvore ali? Da hora. Mas pra que é isso aqui nessa parte da cidade? Não faz sentido, né? Dá pra ir mais rápido? Tá, mas... Nossa, eu tenho que ir andando, cara. Bom, vamos lá então, né? Andando não, né? Surfando. Pegar aquele transporte aí, vamos ver pra onde ele vai levar a gente. Planície Ocidental. Ah, já saímos pertinho. Beleza. Vamos virar aqui, virar aqui. Aquele dragão lá vai ser um futuro boss, pelo visto. Um chefe opcional, acho. Ou da história, né? Mas eu acho que vai fazer parte da história. Não tem uma árvore aqui? Oi, eu tava aqui, não tava, mano? Oi, me pode... Meu... Cadê o porra do barco, mano? Ah, lá em cima, velho. Oh, mas que porra, mano. Nada a ver isso aí, né? Tem que ir andando mesmo. Tem uma árvore ali, tá vendo? Nossa, quanto bicho. Ah, tinha um baú aqui ainda. Colete de calcita. O vendedor.
Turtles, keeping tight circles.
A letter?
Did you get a reply to that letter you sent?
I know everything that you've done. Repent for your horrendous deeds, you monster.
What did you do, Eisen?
No idea. There's no sender written on here either.
Who would write something so awful?
Who cares? If I gave a damn about other people's feelings, I wouldn't be a pirate.
I suppose that's
Forget about it. What's the status of the other stuff?
The Palmier made it just fine. But we've run into some troubles finding the Nordals. My deepest apologies.
What are Nordals?
Nordals used to be given out by Empyrean temples. If you collect a set of 4, you find happiness. Oh, so they said. Nowadays, there's only 4 left. Red, blue, green, and black.
Dolls of the Empyreans. Do you think they're like that one we saw of Aminoch in that shop in Isolt?
Kind of. But these are less gloomy looking and more,
Something like a quiet radiance?
A quiet radiance.
I'd never have pegged you as a collector of religious claptrap, Eisen. Think they'll help keep...
Probably not. But in the off chance they actually work.
Hey, that letter Eisen sent off earlier was addressed to a woman, wasn't it?
Our little Laphicet is growing up.
No, I wasn't implying she was his girlfriend.
Caras mina.
It's nothing like that.
A Edna.
She's my younger sister.
I didn't know you had a sister.
She's the only family I have left. She and I live apart for...
I'm guessing your death curse is one of them, huh? Mogiloo!
So that's why. I'd be happy to help you look for those dolls, Eisen.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, then.
Ixi, então a gente tem que ir.
I saw Benwick and the other crew members get into a serious fight over whether cats or dogs were better. I don't get what the big deal is.
I can't believe you could say such a thing! No conflict is more perilous than the one that has dogged mankind since the dawn of civilization! In the shadow of every war are the battles of dog lovers and cat lovers. Between each side lies a divide, maybe not all that deep, but I'd say we're lucky that the squabble you saw didn't escalate into anything more serious.
I had no idea it was such a big deal.
I am, without a doubt, a cat person. Cats and witches have a long history together. Personally, I prefer dogs because they can cohabit with humans while following rules. But I like cats too, because they're cute.
What about you, Ropero?
Shigure liked cats, so I don't. But I like dogs even less. Always wagging their tails for their masters.
I feel the same way. Dogs will trade anything for food. Learning tricks, wagging their tails, getting friendly, and in time, even forgetting to howl.
I think that's too cynical. Dogs make efforts to please humans so that we can live together. They're friendly and compassionate creatures.
Then does that make you a cat person, Eisen?
Actually, I like squirrels best. When I lived with my sister, the nearby forest had lots of nice, fluffy squirrels that would let me pet them.
This isn't about squirrels. It's about cats and dogs.
If I had to choose, yeah, it'd be cats. There's something lovable about the way they act, especially when you spoil them. Reminds me a lot of my sister.
What about you, Velvet? Cats or dogs?
Dogs. They don't betray you.
You always have to be so serious, don't you?
So Velvet and Eleanor like dogs, while Mogiloo and Eisen prefer cat.
And Ropero doesn't care for either one. That makes you our tiebreaker, kiddo.
It is?
Now that you're no longer the Abbey's dog, perhaps you're thinking of being one for Velvet's column?
What has that got to do with anything? We're just talking about which animal we...
If you're getting so angry over this, he's going to have no choice but to pick dogs.
I just told you...
No more fighting! This is clearly getting out of hand, so why don't you all agree that you're Bienfu people and
And what makes you special enough to have Bienfu people?
Because I can be loyal like a dog, but also do my own thing like a cat. If you pick me, everybody wins. I don't think it works that way.
Que papo desproporcional, cara. Nada a ver. Nível 10. E não achei o item. Então a gente tem que procurar outros bonecos agora. Mano, mais coisa pra fazer. Vamos lá no barco lá. Ah, o bagulho aqui. Opa. Eu vi. Pingente de ambar. Os baús spawnam. Vamos lá então no barquinho, voltar pra ilha da prisão. Titânia, né? Isso aqui a gente já ganhou dos 3 aberrações, bestas. Vamos lá.
I guess a dragon was a bit much to take on, even for the Reaper. You should get some rest.
We all should. I'll just get the crew started on readying the ship for our next departure.
All right, you go do that. Laphicet.
I'm fine. It's more important that I focus on I'm going to take another try at sensing the Earth Pulse point.
You're as stubborn as ever, Fee.
Sinceramente não achei interessante esse negócio aqui não, viu? Descansar um pouco. Tem que ir lá embaixo então. Acho que é. É no... Aqui mesmo. Descer aqui, né? Aqui, né? Saiu aqui. É. Não. Acho que é aqui sim. Vamos ver. Não mostra a altura do mapa. Mas eu acho que é aqui sim. Vira aqui, ó. É aqui mesmo. Vou descer aqui embaixo.
Whoa! Awesome!
I swear, the second he has a spare moment, he buries himself in his books.
Knowledge opens up bigger worlds. I imagine that back when Teresa was bossing him around, reading was a fun escape, an adventure in and of itself.
What's up, you guys?
You're reading a pretty hard book there, aren't you?
This? It's about dinosaurs. It says that long before humans were around, these huge creatures ruled the world. There are so many different kinds, like tyrannosaurs and triceratops and brachiosaurs. They're all so cool.
They look like dragons to me.
They look similar, but dinosaurs couldn't live inside volcanoes, and they didn't do well in the cold either. But they were crazy huge and strong. Nothing else could even compete with them.
I bet they would have made for great sparring partners. I think this Gigantospinosaurus might be my favorite.
Those 2 huge points jutting out from both sides of its body make it look just like you and your 2 swords.
Actually, it's also known as the dual-bladed dragon.
Wow, it really does sound like a perfect match for me then.
Okay, so if they weren't dragons, what were they?
They look a lot like lizards.
Maybe they're like my ancestors or something.
But you used to be a human.
Damn, I think I might have gotten a bit too used to this new body of mine.
I wonder if their tails can fall off too.
Realmente, dinossauros eram um dos animais mais da hora do mundo. Então vamos pra onde agora? Descansar um pouco. Ah, tem que descansar lá no B2. Ah, tá. Eu achando que era aqui. Oh, aí me ferrava, mano. Desgrama não fala onde tem que dormir. Tem que ir lá onde era a prisão dela. É lá no B3. Então tem que vir por aqui. Por aqui. Pegar a esquerda. Esquerda de novo. E até a escada. Lá em cima, né? Tanto lugar pra dormir, ela quer dormir onde ela ficava. Porra, mano. O lugar mais longe possível. Caramba, precisa ser lá embaixo. Será que é aqui mesmo? Tô em dúvida. Tava não ser.
Don't push yourself too hard now, Laffy said. You hear me?
I hear you. I told everyone I could find the Therians, but I've only sent us to the wrong places. Aizen, is there any way to boost Amalok's powers?
I guess it's okay for me to tell you this. The majority of Malakim today have their consciousnesses sealed away to be used as mere tools for the exorcists. But originally, Malakim were beings who received prayers from people, and in return bestowed their blessings upon nature and mankind.
So you're saying that when humans pray to a Malak, the Malak receives great strength?
Yes, in general at least. Some Malakim, like me, buck the system and bring about misfortune rather than divine grace.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But who would ever pray to me?
Maybe you didn't lead us to any Therians, Fee, but it's not like we came back empty-handed. We found Orichalcum to use against Shigure, and we also learned we can hold our own against a dragon.
Velvet.
So where should we go next, Fee?
Northgand! There's a big Earth Pulse point north of Helavis.
Works for me. Aizen?
We can leave whenever you want. Doesn't matter to me.
And I'm all set. Let's make our way to the harbor.
When I say prayers, I don't mean outright worshipping. All I'm talking about are earnest thoughts and feelings directed at you.
I see. So I'm already receiving prayers then.
Vamos lá, botando o celular para carregar aqui. Vamos voltar lá agora. Temos que ir ao geoporto. Então vamos voltar lá pro barquinho, né? Vamos para outro mapa agora. Eu imaginei que a gente não ia dar conta daquele dragão agora, né? Ele leva 68, ele tá praticamente 25 níveis acima do nosso. Então era de se imaginar que a gente não ia enfrentar ele, né? E pelo que eu dei a entender, ele parece ser do modo história, então a gente provavelmente vai enfrentar ele no futuro. Ele não parece ser inimigo secreto que a gente vai enfrentar depois do pós-game, né? Depois que a gente terminar, né? Como um monstro extra, no caso, né? Acho que ele vai ser parte do modo história. Vamos descobrir, né? Iremos descobrir. Pra baixo a torre e pra cima é a saída.
Our next target is north of Helives, near the Faldes ruins. In light of everything we know, I'd say it's highly likely we'll find a Therian there.
Let's hope.
Then we should make our first stop, Port Helives.
With the, mischief we got into last time, getting into the city might prove difficult.
Benwick, how are things in Helives right now?
That shipping guild that used to handle our mooring is pretty much toast. But for some reason, the Abbey isn't watching the port as much as they once were. Unfamiliar ships have been hauling in relief supplies, so if we pose as one of the transport ships, I think we can slip in. And if we divert some supplies to an unofficial channel, we might be able to secure a new mooring partner.
Smuggling in relief supplies for our own disaster. Cheeky bastards, aren't we?
It's what'll get us in.
That much is true. It's a plan.
Roger. I'll get right on it.
Hey, Eleanor. Abbey exorcists don't pray to their tethered Malachim, do they?
You mean something besides our oaths?
An oath is a magical formula that grants you power in exchange for binding you to a rule, right?
Yes, though that is simplifying it a bit.
When Malachim receive human prayers, they bestow their blessings upon people and nature. Eisen told me that we Malachim grow stronger when humans pray to us.
Prayers and blessings? I've never heard of that. I used to think the same way as the other exorcists. Malachim are merely tools that allow us the use of arts.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
But Inominat is different. The exorcists all worship him. They have faith in his mighty power. And not only that, the people of this nation pray to the Empyrean for salvation, just as Artorias instructs them.
Ah, I get it now.
See the wheels turning, do you, kiddo?
Huh?
Artorias founded the Abbey within the existing Church of the Empyreans, so that he could direct the people's thoughts towards Inominat, so that even while they lionize Artorias as their savior, they are made aware of Inominat's presence behind him.
Everyone starts believing in Inominat. The prayers of the entire world go to him, becoming his power.
After the centuries-long decline of Empyrean worship, he becomes stronger than anyone today could imagine.
The pieces do fit. Oaths, prayers, blessings, the demon blight. So much in this world is affected by matters of the heart. They hold magical power, both effective and meddlesome.
We are truly going up against the rest of the entire world, aren't we?
Don't look so troubled, Eleanor. I'm gonna do my best to get stronger, so believe in me. I am a Malak, after all.
Oh, Laphicet, you've become so brave so quickly.
Have I?
But you're still cute when you get embarrassed.
Hey, why is your face so red?
Huh? My face isn't red.
Huh?
Hey, Eisen. What's it feel like to get a letter?
I don't feel anything, nor do I want or need to. There's no joy in receiving these.
Huh? Why not?
Don't be so shocked. Look, it's just an invoice from the Turtles. What's the big deal anyway? Do you wish you get letters too?
Yeah. But I don't have anyone to send letters to. let alone anyone who would send me any.
Laufey said, I've got a letter for you.
What? Really? The sender is...
Yep. You got a letter from yours truly. I figured you'd be wanting someone to send you a letter right about now, so I wrote one up for you. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Thanks, Bienfu.
I'll even read it for dear Moloch Laufeyset. I hope that this letter finds you in good health and high spirits. Thankfully, I'm doing well myself, with no major changes to report.
Bienfu's taking all this so seriously. It's so rare to actually see him like that.
As you're aware, I've been spending my days ironing Magilu's outfits, sewing her buttons, and washing her hat and tremendously long socks. Recently, however, I made the mistake of remarking to her that she might not have been quite as slender as she once was in her younger years. She hung me upside down from the roof in the middle of the cold. I nearly became a frozen Normansicle. It was so horrible that I couldn't stop my tears from flowing down my little cheeks.
But all you wrote about in that letter was yourself. And you even read it out loud yourself.
That's okay. Thanks, Bienfu. It feels nice to get a letter.
That's so kind of you to say. I think I might cry again.
Bom, então, né? Então vamos lá.
We've loaded everything bound for Helaviz. With that much trade, I doubt anyone will suspect us.
Any idea who can give us cover for docking?
Not anyone in particular, but recently the power and influence of the Helaviz Fishermen's Guild...
The Fishermen's Guild, huh? Let's bring them some extra relief supply.
12-year-old amber draft. The sailors of Helaviz have...
You heard that from Dial, I take it.
He took a bottle in payments, but I say we turn a blind eye to it. We thought we were the best at this kind of thing, but having him around has been a real eye-opener.
Okay, but tell him if he takes a second, he'll pay for it.
Aye, aye. I'll keep an eye on him so that he doesn't sneak off with an...
Bom.
The supplies are loaded.
That was fast.
If we weren't hard workers, we wouldn't be...
Eleanor! Oh, what's wrong, Kamoana?
She said she had a dream about her mom.
When Mommy saw me, she said I looked scary. That she didn't want a scary little girl like me.
Your mother would never say that, sweetheart.
But how can you be sure?
Well, how do I put it? I know because I know.
You're just lying to make me feel better.
Aw, Kamoana, don't cry.
Oh, this is the part I hate about little kids.
I'm not a little kid. I hate you, Velvet. I hate you.
That's right. Let it all out.
Stop it! Stop it! Mommy! I saw my mommy! She didn't want me.
She managed to cry herself to sleep.
They're not rational creatures. Sometimes you just gotta let them cry it out.
You seem used to it.
I guess you could say that. Laufey usually kept himself together when he was younger. But when he was really little, he had times like this every now and then. And on that note, let's take off all we can.
My liege, Dial, I leave Kamoana in your care.
I'll do what I can, but kids as sweet and honest as her are harder to deal with than corrupt bureaucrats.
An outlaw prince and a talking lizard are no replacement for a mother.
Ah, voltamos para esse continente.
I do hope Kamalana isn't crying anymore.
Yeah.
Shush! How long is it going to be before you send in another exorcist to replace Lady Teresa?
With these demons clamoring at our gates, none of us feel safe anymore.
You have our deepest sympathies, but we were sent here on a different mission.
That's what the last exorcist who came here said before leaving for the north. What could be up there that's worth all that attention?
Surely we're not all being punished by the Abbey for what happened with Medusa, are we?
That is not the case. Now, if you'll excuse us, we have business to attend to.
So the exorcists are just passing through town and heading straight north. Odd.
É, voltamos pro continente de gelo. É bom que a gente vai poder fazer a quest do... Eita porra. Ele como promotor em Hell Leaves e realiza uma performance. Vai dar pra gente procurar o chifre do unicórnio pra fazer o bagulho do Lapsit. E colete bonecos negros. Puta que pariu. Agora a gente tem 3 quests secundárias pra fazer. Tá bom então, né? Vamos... Cadê o sábio? Tem sábio aqui? Um baú aqui. Já abri. Ali é o barco, né? Tem um sábio aqui. Salvar aqui. Bom, é o seguinte, rapaziada, eu vou finalizar o vídeo por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham curtido esse episódio aí. Não tivemos uma batalha contra a chefe exclusivamente, mas foi bem interessante, né? Só descobrimos bastante coisas, né? E vamos ver o que vai acontecer daqui em diante, né? Então é isso aí, rapaziada. Quem agradeço aí, quem tem acompanhado os vídeos, quem puder se inscrever no canal eu agradeço, quem puder deixar aquele like eu agradeço também. Então é isso aí, a gente se vê nos próximos vídeos, valeu e fui!